Hi guys. So this reading will be for the Divine Feminines, for the High Vibe Sister Tribe. Some of the upcoming astrological happenings are on Friday, July 23rd is the Aquarius full moon in Leo season. It's the buck moon. So this is going to be a very therapeutic full moon. It's basically to release any lower vibrational energies that the feminine energy just went through particularly regarding healing really deep childhood wounds. That's been a common theme, especially with Chiron going retrograde. Like the past 2 months have been really focused either intentionally or unintentionally around that type of healing, and this is going to be like a big release for that, for any like residual. Kind of like if you went out and played in the dirt and then you're like washing the dirt off, it's gonna kind of feel like that. Yeah, let's see. That period was really, really important, particularly for the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. The collective is going to be going through a bunch of upgrades and getting massive downloads and upgrades during that time. And so our internal, like our infrastructure has to be, I love hearing my kids laugh, has to be strong enough to be able to hold that, right? So even though it was like pretty tumultuous, it was for a purpose, for that infrastructure to be stronger. And that kind of goes along with Leo too. It's the strength card in tarot. Okay. The lion taming the beast within, right? With gentle compassion is the caveat to the strength card. So yeah, that's so we'll be able to hold the upgrades that are coming across the board. And it's totally been like Sync City leading up to the Crazy Eights, the supercharged redemption portal, the judgment answering the call portal. These are all the names that Spirit has been giving me for that day. I don't know if they could fit any more adjectives literally in their description of it to me, but that's how the message is coming through for the 8/8 portal. Sync City, the Crazy Eights, the supercharged redemption portal, and Judgment Day answering the call. So yeah, you likely had a false victory lately. You'll know what I mean by that. And it could be about anything. You'll know exactly what I mean by that, about false victory. This was a run through regarding your soul mission and purpose, which are different, right? They're two different things. Our mission is the work that we came here to do. And then our purpose is our authentic truth. Okay? We are our purpose, but it's not our mission. There's a difference. So it was like a run through regarding the mission type work, the soul mission work. That way we could see what cracks are still there and what needs to be addressed in our foundation, in our internal infrastructure, so that we can withstand the upgrades that are coming, okay, and the shifts that are coming, so that we can see the cracks in the foundation and where they need to be improved for when it actually is time. So it was like a run through, like a drill, basically. So you'll know what I mean. It does have to do with outdated contracts being cut as well. These have served their purpose. They're no longer necessary. And these will be wiped clean. They will literally be broken, cut, null, and void on 8/8. Any contracts that are keeping you from your soul mission, from manifesting your abundance, from doing your soul work, justice will be served. leading up to 8/8 in many ways. So Spirit had a lot to say, and so much that I could literally do this video without any cards. I use the cards because it's fun and it helps to back up the messages, and oftentimes things come out that I didn't know that are really cool too. But I don't need the cards. It's kind of a cooler way to deliver the message, right? But this is actually the message. That's funny. My friend's messaging me about messages as I was saying that. That was weird. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Spirit had a lot to say about that, particularly about the hero and the villain mentality. This is what that run through had to do with. Okay. I will say this about this, the heroes and the villains, all right? Pick your battles wisely right now. Your energy is precious AF right now. And you really need it building up this stronger infrastructure, preparing for the 8/8 portal. I'm not kidding you. Literally pick your battles. What I mean by this is do not focus on the minuscule petty things. Don't treat a runny nose when the patient is in cardiac arrest. Okay, that's what I mean by conserve your energy. Don't focus on minuscule things. Focus on the root of the problem, if needed, at this time. The work that we're doing is to address the root of the problem, okay? But it's pick your battles. Spirit's asking you to rise above right now anything that is draining you, and anything that is basically Spirit wants you to think bigger. Think bigger. Don't get caught up in these minuscule petty things. All right. So yeah, your energy is equivalent to gold right now. So definitely the 7 of Wands, the Empress, and the Star cards are all coming to mind leading up to this Aquarian new moon and then the 8/8 portal. But also the Empress has like the Midas touch. Everything that she touches turns to gold. She is a representation of unconditional love, which is divine source energy. And 7 of Wands is a battling type of energy, but it's also rising above that conflict. So remember that you are unconditional love straight from source. Choose your battles wisely. Conserve your energy at this time. It's very precious. A couple random messages that came through. An empath who has learned the art of true alchemy and healthy boundaries is an unstoppable force, no matter what. That is a very, very powerful place to be when you have learned the art of true manifestation, which includes harnessing the shadows to make your light shine brighter, right? And also having those healthy boundaries. That is an unstoppable force. And that's really going to help you with your soul purpose and soul mission, okay? So those were some of the messages I've received. Let's get into pulling cards here. Yeah, attachments at the bottom. Releasing those attachments, those contracts, those are going to be like null and void on 8/8, okay? As I cut the deck and I was literally talking about contracts, justice will be served. Those contracts will be null and void. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. They will be not attachments any longer. These contracts are done. They've served their purpose. All right. See how in this one the mask is on, or the blindfold's on, and this one it's coming off. These contracts, these attachment connections are done. They've served their purpose. Their time is up. That was pretty cool. Why am I not surprised? Cool stuff like that always happens. Just a very magical type energy. That's way too many. Okay, yeah, so contract came out again with action, movement forward. those contracts will be null and void. And also how I was talking about using the shadow side to make the light shine brighter, right? This is also Cancer type energy. It's like the Chariot type card. We're still in Cancer season, but this was like a test run. Remember how I was talking about these contracts serving their purpose? It was a test run, also to help us integrate the shadow more. But it is moving forward from this. These will be null and void. And remember what I was saying, heart chakra, okay? Unconditional love, straight from source. Remember, choose your battles. Choose your battles, okay? Your energy is precious AF right now, going through this. So choose your battles. You are unconditional love, divine source energy. Everything else is an illusion, okay? Let's get spirit animal. Yeah, turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. That's exactly right. When I cut the deck right now, because again, your energy is precious. It's like that reserved type energy. This is exactly that. To pick your battles. Pick your battles. Yeah, wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. This was that run through I was talking about to expose the cracks so that we can create that stronger infrastructure for when it's not a drill anymore, okay? But that drill was like, what? That was a drill? Yeah, that was a drill. That stings a little bit. You'll know what I'm talking about, that false victory. Yeah, a rebirth is assured. Exactly that. Exactly that. That was weird because that was the bat card and I'm hearing a couple bats outside my window right now. It's so weird how these readings, it's like just like the little affirmations, like, yep, everything's synchronizing together. What's going on here? All right, dear spirit, yeah, it's the buck moon. This is the energy, this is the heart of the reading, but also be gentle with self, rise above, right? Choose your battles, bring a gentle touch, your unconditional love at your core. Okay, so yeah, but also the buck moon, leading up to the buck moon on Friday the 23rd. That's in Aquarius, but it's in Leo season, and it's just, Leo season will just be starting. So it's kind of transitioning from that Cancer energy. That'll be the transitioning from that Cancer energy to the buck moon in Leo season. And yeah, whale spirit, trust the great mystery. This was those deep emotions, right, of what you just went through, and how I was talking about how the upcoming full moon will be like that cleansing type. It was from that deep dive, right? Like as if you went to play in the dirt and you're washing all of that off from that purge. Okay, it'll be that type of like deep release, refreshing release, healing, very therapeutic release. Yeah, because these are the overall energies. Okay. So yeah, the heart chakra, and when you think of whales, very powerful. They go very deep in the ocean, so it's that the very therapeutic release. All right. For some reason, they're saying use map, so let's use map. Sacred pool. That was a period of self-reflection in the sacred pool. This also ties into a post that I did on Facebook and Instagram about looking in the mirror. That's very much this type of energy, the sacred pool type energy, that period of heavy reflection. And also therapeutic and refreshing energy with those deep emotions. Yeah, it was like playing in the dirt, those storm fields. You went through that lately, right? Those storm fields. It's time to wash that off. Look at that, just from cutting the deck. You played in the dirt and now it's time to wash that off. That was my intro. Yeah, you went through those storm fields, and this full moon is going to be like the sacred pool. All right. Yeah, wide open, definitely. So into the unknown and wide open. Again, this is how they felt, so this is how I'm going to leave them. The blindfold on and off, being like open and receptive to what is to come. Okay, I'm also drawn to number 7, the Chariot, Cancer energy. But this is literally going to be the transition. Like you were not able to really understand why things were happening the way that they were. Like that test run, that drill, that test run. And now you're like, oh, okay. Now you're ready for the real, for what's, for the real thing, I guess you could say. Yeah, abundance, golden palace. There's always enough in the golden palace. This is what I was talking about, the Midas touch. The Midas touch. Right? I said that in my intro. The golden palace, literally. There's always enough in the golden palace. There's a plethora of abundance in the golden palace. There's no need, there's no lack for anything. And that's that Midas touch for the Empress type energy, the divine feminine energy, which we all embody, right? So yeah, just from these 2 decks that I chose, right, about the contracts with the blindfold, okay, and into the unknown, and then right after that, action and wide open. So I mean, you see the shift, right? Visually, you see that's the shift that's occurring with this full moon leading up to the 8 portal. All right, let me clarify with tarot here. I'm gonna use the Muse. I love this deck. It was one of my first decks. Yeah, 8 of materials. This has to do with work, with your soul work, your soul mission work, right? And yeah, the Page of Materials. This was a gift. This was a gift, right? And also about the gifts that you will bring to people when you start doing your soul work. Your soul mission. Okay. Okay, yeah. Well, there's the reading right there. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So I channeled 7 of Wands. 5 came out. This is about conflict and drama and opposing viewpoints and stuff. And this is at the heart of the reading. And this is under Bring a Gentle Touch. This is exactly what I was saying about the messages from Spirit about choosing your battles, conserving your energy, rising above. See how they're rising above? You can't make this up. Like, you couldn't have planned this better. See how they're literally rising above, right? That's what this is for. And also how I was talking about the Fool is like a very like childlike type energy. It's the start of a new journey, okay? So I was talking especially about what you just went through, about deep wounds regarding your wounded inner child, okay? It was a fresh start from that. And these contracts are like going to be null and void. It's going to be like a reset, a supercharged redemption reset is the words that Spirit keeps telling me. And that is the Fool, the start of the journey. It's the 0 card in the deck. Back to 0. Back to that childlike innocence, that childlike wonder. That's the Fool card. And 6 of Voices is clarifying action. So 6 of Voices in this deck is 6 of Swords, which is leaving turbulent waters behind and taking that wisdom that you've gained with you. Okay, so that is the action, the Chariot card, the forward movement, integrating that shadow side for forward movement, all right? Leaving those turbulent waters behind of what you went through regarding these contracts. And yeah, then rising above. So Queen of Materials is the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. She's very abundant. She's very nurturing, very giving, very like maternal and motherly. She is the closest to the Empress out of all of the queens. So I channeled the Empress, but I mean, we have, and the reason I channeled the Empress was because of unconditional love and the Midas touch, right? And we have the heart chakra here, and right under that is Angel of Strength, which I was literally talking about. Okay, the Strength card. And also going into Leo season, but also that internal structure, right? Making that internal structure stronger. And then the Golden Palace, which is like the Midas touch and represents abundance. So very close to the Empress type energy, okay? But yeah, you trusting what you've been through, right? And that it leads to this, because it's like, it leads to this, being wide open and those sweet feelings coming back. Those sweet feelings coming back, all right? Six of Emotions, Six of Cups in this deck has to do with like childhood memories, that childlike innocence and wonder, okay? Childlike joy, all right? So these were like really difficult lessons. It was those storm fields, right? So rise above, conserve your energy right now. Don't focus on lower vibrational stuff, on petty things. All right? Your energy is really precious. Stay in that like Queen of Pentacles, Empress type energy. Yeah, because at the overall energy at the bottom of this deck is the Four of Materials, Four of Pentacles, no give, no take. Right now, just really conserving your energy. It's like that turtle spirit, right? Conserving your energy. Okay? Not taking a lot of risks at this time, because things are going to be like quickly moving. They already are, but even more so after the full moon, leading up to 8/8. It's going to be crazy. The crazy eights, okay? So conserve your energy right now. Let me get a star seed. Yeah, big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired idea. Remember what I was saying? Think bigger. Think bigger in the intro. Big picture thinking. Don't waste your time on this little petty arguments regarding the hero versus the villain. Like, that's nonsense. Spirit specifically wanted me to use those words. Hero, villain, nonsense. Okay? It's petty. It's petty. Think bigger. Think bigger. Yeah, loosen your grip. Don't be so like caught up in these like outdated belief systems, okay? They serve their purpose. They're going to be null and void. Remember where you come from. Remember that, that Empress type energy, unconditional love, building that stronger infrastructure internally, the Midas touch. Be cautious with your energy at this time, all right? Those are based in fear, okay? Moonlight, this is Pisces energy. The notion of the hero and the villain, that's like fear-based, outdated thinking, okay? It's time to wish that well, because these are the two options that are going to be presented to us with the 8/8 portal, all right? Choosing fear or joy, essentially. And strength is coming up again, okay? And there will be movement regarding all of this, as I was saying. with Leo season coming up here on the 22nd, 23rd. But yeah, the 8-8 portal, it's going to be like two major, yes, timelines split all the time. Yes, you can jump timelines. Yes, you can, you know, just there's so much with timelines. With the 8-8 portal, it's literally going to split off into two big ones for everyone. And then a bunch of little ones will branch off of those towards new earth frequency or towards like fear-based structure. Okay, so you choose which one you want to wish well. This is also about setting your intention and not ruminating on it, okay? So, like, set your intention and don't ruminate on it, because that's a waste of energy too, and Spirit really wants you to reserve your energy right now. It's like precious AF. That's what they're saying, okay? And yeah, because under that, these two paths are reflected again. All right, the Two of Voices, the Two of Swords in this deck, two paths, okay? And 8 of Cups, which one are you going to choose to walk through? Look at this. Ace of Pentacles, a solid new start. Ace of Voices, the truth, epiphany. Is this what you want to walk to? Solid new start based in truth and epiphany and clarity, right? Or something that's not solid, based in fear that will crumble. But also how I was talking about the infrastructure, this test run was to show us where the cracks are, okay, so that we can build something stronger. Yeah, okay. That went on a little detour. Yeah, portal is coming up. Doors are opening, you decide. Exactly what I just said about the two paths. Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. Wild card, the crazy eights. You can't make this stuff up. I swear. This reading's really cool. A new earth, exactly. Exactly that. And it's not a place, you guys, it's a frequency that we turn into by embodying that, okay? It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Keep holding the vision. Look at this. She's literally holding the vision of this joy and childlike joy in this, just from the decks that I chose to use today, you guys. Hold the vision. She's holding the vision of the child experiencing joy. Okay? Can that be any more clear? And the great severing. That's what this is. The great severing of these are done. These are done. It's a great severing of that. Brand new start. Okay? Next chapter. Next chapter, the great severing. Okay? Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. Remembering that your unconditional love at your core, okay? Everything else is an illusion. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there because I just started getting a bunch of ringing. Normally I do another layer, but this reading was actually perfect and I feel like comfortable stopping, and I'm getting weird like frequencies in my ears, so it's a little distracting. But yeah, I appreciate all of you. You guys, I'm at 222 subscribers, so please nobody please nobody unsubscribe for me, and nobody subscribe to me. If I could just have 222 subscribers forever, I would. But no, honestly, I don't think I say this enough, but because it's not what's important to me, but I do appreciate every single one of you that is here experiencing these messages with me. I hope they help you in some way, else why else would you watch them, right? But yeah, I really do have divine love for you all. So thank you for being you, and I'll check in with you next time. Take care.